Welcome to the Poetry Fix on Radio Free Hillsdale 101.7 FM. I'm your host, Erika Kyba, bringing you your weekly fix of poetry from across time. Today we're reading Architect's Watercolor by Arthur Sze. The central image of the poem is an architect creating a conceptual watercolor painting of a space that he is designing, and Sze uses this image to explore the tension between possibility and reality. The watercolor itself is all potentiality. People are about to enter a meeting room, about to have an encounter. There's also a figure in the watercolor who's staring out a window at an indeterminate object, either a park, a river, or skyscrapers beyond. The artist himself desires this potentiality, not wanting to be locked like a carbon atom in a benzene ring. He then begins daydreaming of a variety of sensations, imagining flying across a shoreline, listening to a violin, or feeling sunlight against his eyelashes. He's able to hold all these possible sensations together in his mind as concepts. But eventually, the concept has to become reality. That's the point of the architect's conceptual artwork. It exists to show what could be in a space that will be. And so, as the poem ends, the architect steps outside and leaves real footprints against the sidewalk dusted with snow, instead of only traveling in his imagination. Because eventually, what could happen must crystallize into what does. With all that said, let's dive in. Architect's Watercolor by Arthur Sze. An architect draws a watercolor depicting two people about to enter a meeting room, while someone on the stairway gazes through windows at a park, river, skyscrapers beyond. He does not want to be locked like a carbon atom in a benzene ring, but needs to rotate, lift off, veer along wharves and shoreline. In the acoustics of this space, he catches a needle bounce off a black granite floor, wanders from a main walkway, encounters prickly pear burned purple in wind. In the ocean gusts before dawn, he yearns for a Mediterranean spray, where sunlight tingles eyelashes, where sand releases heat under the stars. In the atrium, two violinists launch fireworks of sound that arc, explode, dissolve into threads of melodic charm. Here, slate near a pool of water absorbs sunlight, releases ripples into the evening. And in this space, each minute is encounter. He steps out and makes footprints on a sidewalk dusted with snow. You've been listening to The Poetry Fix with Erika Kyba. If you enjoyed this episode, consider following The Poetry Fix on Spotify, YouTube, or Apple Podcasts. And if you have any poems you want to see in a future episode, email your suggestions to thepoetryfix@gmail.com. Join me next week, and we'll be reading T.S. Eliot's Journey of the Magi.